Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0. Today we're going to be continuing on with Thousand Arms. So, still in the process of actually getting ready to actually head on to the final area. However, with the last time, we're running a little bit low on MP. So what I would like to do is kind of run and do a couple of MP gathering fights. Do a couple more dates, and then we can go and check back on the weapons and just kind of see where they're at when it comes to their progress. So I'm just going to fast travel back to Estonia, because Dianova won't let me go back in there for some reason. Even though they have enemies that drop like thousands of MP at a time. Alright, so let's just do a couple, maybe about 5 to 10 fights altogether. Not including the Dom machine. Because if I remember correctly, Dom machine don't give me anything really good. Yeah, it's only 139 MP. Hoping that going a little bit deeper will possibly get me more multi-fights. So I can do multiple spirit fights, like 3 spirit fights rather than just the 2. Should be getting about 300 per fight. Even if I can get like multiple tank tortoises or tank turtles. Because now I can get more than like 200, 300 per fight. Let's see here. And great, more level ups just means that I would have to spend more to actually upgrade their equipment. Really, there's something to like run around. Like, how come I can't do this whenever I'm actually like exploring the area and trying to get to the end? Because now it's just like, no, you can go around as much as you want, no fights. But when I'm here to actually do fights, it's like, nah, you gotta. No, you can just kind of run around as much as you like. Not a single fight. Now that I've actually been to the library upstairs, this is no longer like a hostile area. Yeah, because it's just great. Okay, so I can only do the outside fights. Well, that's a little bit annoying. I can't do any of the Dianova fights because it won't let me back into Dianova. Over here I can only do outside fights. And I just keep running into down machines. Multiple turns to get less than 150 MP. And this is like the tank turtles and the blade bangs. I only have to attack those once each, and they basically just die. Even the wind spirits, I only have to attack like once. They die. Obviously, I have to go for like 4 attacks if I don't get like a critical attack. So it's just kind of annoying at that point. So we're at 3,000. That's only probably going to be enough to upgrade maybe 1 or 2 people's weapons. If I get a spell that actually is usable for the backline. starting to kind of wonder if maybe I should head back to the Ghost Woods, just because the Ghost Woods I was able to fight 3 of the fire spirits at the same time, whereas here I'm only getting like 2. Not sure if that's going to give me more MP, because I don't know if it's more MP per fight. This is at about 250 for 2 wind spirits. Whereas if I do something like 3 fire spirits, that give me like 300, because that's 50 MP less per unit. But because I'm fighting 3 of them, I end up with more per fight. And maybe less damages. Wasting my time. Yeah, like 1400 HP. 400 HP for... Yeah, like... For 150 total MP. Really not worth it. Alright, so I'm gonna go try fighting a couple of enemies in the Ghost Woods, just to kind of see what the return is on the MP fights that they have. Because I mean, I can cast spells like magical or something that increases the amount of MP that you get per fight. But I don't know how much it increases the amount of MP. I mean, if it gives you 10% more MP, I mean, going from 240 to 260, 270, I mean, that's honestly not that great of an increase. But if it can stack, then I mean, like, using it 10 times, I mean, in that amount of time, you can do, what, 5-10 fights? So I just don't know what the best time flow versus great. Okay. I'm just not sure what the best time flow versus MP collection is. That's a large dice roll. Because it went from doing 276 damage to 476 damage, so that's 200 points of swing that you have with a single attack. Pretty big swing. Alright, so let's see what the MP gather rate is here. Yeah, because I've got 3 enemies here that I can fight. So I just summon Wound and prep a heal spell just in case one of them manages to live. Alright, so that's 3 enemies. Let's see how much we get for this. 386, so that's definitely better. Let's go ahead and try using magical. Oh, so it earns double MP. Earns double EXP. Alright, so we'll go ahead with magical. Because I doubt this is really going to do a whole lot. Because if I'm casting fire spells on them. Actually kind of nice, because that means I can just kind of... You just kind of farm some of these guys. Taunting here doesn't really benefit me anyway. Alright, so let's see how much we get out of this. 708. Alright, that's pretty good. So, but I don't think that was quite doubling the double. Because the last time I think I was getting, what, 350 or so? And I kind of messed up there. Shouldn't have headed off screen, because if I headed off screen, resets the woods, and now I'm back at the beginning. Great. Yeah, back down to 150. I mean, it's better than the Damashi, but not by much. Alright. Another Damashi fight. I don't know why it's just constantly giving me Damashi fights. I mean, at least we double crit, so... That didn't take the normal, like, 4 or 5 turns that it has before. just trying to leave here. Because if I can just leave, I can teleport to the northern side of these forests, or this forest, and just kind of run out, run back in. South side right now. There we go. And another Dometry. This one's blue though, so it might be a different Dometry. And he's just immediately going for the sleep. But dies in one hit. Okay. So it's not bad. It's only 128 though. It's really not worth the fight. I guess that's kind of the trade-off. You get either multiple enemies or you get a single Dometry, and it's just a single Dometry is really not worth anything. Alright. Can I get another multi-fight where it's more than just a single? Because, I mean, even if it was 3 Dometries, I mean, it's still... No. Yeah, so when you're just running around exploring, it's like, now here's multiple 3 enemy fights, but when it's just like, I actually want 3 enemy fights, it's like, now here's a bunch of single enemies. We're not going to give you any of the 3 people fights, it's just going to be the one single person each time. So one of these guys gives me 150. So if we double that, that's 300 per each. I wonder if it doubles for each individual enemy. So that would be 300. Then with another magical. So that should be 600 if it does double for each enemy. Give me a little bit of my MP back, enough to cast another magical. So this should be it doubles for each enemy that you use it on. No, so it only gave me 450. 450 is the equivalent to what 3 of them give me anyway. So does the spell actually double MP? Because I know it gave me 700 at one time, but then I used magical 3 times and it only gave me 450. Sure if it only like works some of the time, it doesn't work all the time. So this should be 300 because I needed 150 each. Yeah. So does Metro actually not double your stuff? It's supposed to double your MP. But I think we've got enough MP for now. Yeah, 6,000. Should be enough for now. We can go back, we can do a couple more dates with Nelsha. Alright, straight back to the clock tower.
What's gonna happen to us?
Alright, so we have Heaven Only Knows, or, well, whatever happens, happens, right? Well, with someone that has more of the, childish tendencies, I'm gonna say Heaven Only Knows. Because I think, like, whatever happens, happens, right, is, just kind of... I mean, it's a little bit too, like, depressing, I think, for someone that has kind of, like, a more childish nature. So I'm gonna say Heaven Only Knows.
Only heaven knows? Then there's no way we're gonna know because Nelsha can't get that high. What kind of person is your daddy, Mice?
Alright, so we have I respect him in many ways, or he's a perverted womanizer. Yeah, so just like saying, yeah, my dad's a womanizer, I don't think that's a great idea. So we're just gonna go with I respect him in many ways.
He sounds like a good daddy. Sometimes Nelsha feels ashamed because she's weak.
Alright, so we have I don't think so, I'm sure you're strong enough, or don't worry, I'll be with you. So I don't think so, I'm sure you're strong enough. I don't think that that's really going to be the best way to go, but saying that you're going to be with them to support them, it amplifies someone's individual strength. So I'm gonna go with B.
You act so cool, Mice. Will you always protect Nelsha, Mice?
So we have, don't really, I'll do anything to protect you, or I don't really know. We're definitely gonna go with A.
Thanks, you're so sweet. Mice, do you ever wish you could eat the clouds like cotton candy?
So we have, I bet they taste good, or I bet you're sweeter. B is a compliment. A is like directly referring to what she's talking about. I'm gonna go with, so I mean, like, referring directly to what she's talking about is a generally good response. Providing a compliment, though, is also a decent response. I don't really see how A can really kind of go bad, whereas B, I guess, like, I guess it can be, like, referring to, like, a personality or something, so I'm gonna go with A.
They sure looks tasty. What are you thinking?
Alright, so we have, the world peace, or I was just having a nasty thought. We're definitely gonna go with world peace.
Mice, you're wonderful. Nelsha just wants to be with you all day.
Alright, so we have, we can't, this game is not rated for that, or, alright, leave it all up to me, so we're gonna go with B.
You're being a pervert again, aren't you?
Okay, so I don't think that that's ever the
Do
right
you
answer.
think you're good looking?
So, we have, of course I am, right? Or, no, I don't think so. I'm gonna go with A, just because, I mean, it's a show of confidence, even though it's slightly, like, overvaluating yourself. I'm gonna go with A.
Don't show off!
Yeah, I guess that was definitely not the right answer.
You have a mommy, right, Mice? What kind of person is she?
Alright, so we have, actually she's like you, or can't you tell by my looks, she's a very beautiful lady. B is kind of superficial, whereas A, I don't know, saying that someone is like your parent, not the best response, but, when people are, like, super young, when they're like, really little kids, if you ask them who they want to marry, it's typically they'll say someone like their mom or like their dad, and that's because it's someone that's showing them like the parental love or the unconditional love. So, I mean, A might work here. I'm gonna try A.
Mice, Nelsha's so happy.
Okay, so that was a good response.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
So we have, I want to get to know all the girls in the world, or I want my own harem. We're definitely gonna go with A, because getting to know all the girls in the world is different than having your own harem. So I'm gonna go with A, because I think that's less bad. Both things are bad, but I think A is less bad.
You're always like that, Mice. It was really fun. Let's go out again. Mwah.
Alright. Got a good end to the date, and a level up. So she is now up to 9. Alright, so let's check the smithy. So we've got Quake Plus. Quake Plus is, and God, we're at 2,000 to level up some of these guys' weapons. I mean, I don't really need to give anyone else Quake, because that's like an attack spell, and we know that attack spells can't really be used in the back. Alright, so let's see if we can't get Nelsha up to level 10. Actually, I want to take her to the restaurant that we saw before. The map. We're gonna go ahead and do our date here.
Nelsha wanna eat till she's stuffed.
Alright, so we have what do you want to eat, or you're gonna get fat if you eat too much. Definitely go with A.
Nelsha wants candy right now. Are you afraid of worms?
Alright, definitely gonna go with they're no problem for me.
Ooh, you're such a stud. What does it mean to be a man?
Alright, so we have to accomplish your dreams or to gather a harem of women. We're definitely gonna go with A.
Nelsha's dream is to be the world's greatest fashion designer. My costumes don't seem to fit right anymore.
Alright, so this is the word that I might be getting weight. B is, yeah, it's getting there, whereas A is, don't worry about it, you're still as cute as ever. I'm gonna go with A because being like, yeah, you're getting fat, is not ever really a good response here.
Thanks! Nelsha's so happy! Do you think it's cool to be an adult?
Alright, so we have, I like you the way you are, or why do you want to be an adult so badly? I mean, is this implying that she's not an adult? I mean, because saying, like, I like you the way you are means that you don't have to be like an adult. I guess, I mean, it could just be personality-wise. And it could just be like, well, she acts really childish and she doesn't really partake in many, like, proclivities such as, like, you know, drinking alcohol or doing certain other things that adults do. I'm gonna go with, why do you want to be an adult so badly? Because A just can sound like, well, I'm just saying, like, you know, I think she's childish and I think that's the way that she should stay. I'm gonna go with B.
Nelsha don't want to be an adult, but... What do you think when Nelsha's mood changes with her costumes?
Alright, so we have, it kind of gives me the creeps, or I think it's pretty cool, just like a superhero. Being like, yeah, something you do is creepy, is especially when you're on a date, is not a good idea. So we're just gonna go with, I think it's pretty cool, just like a superhero.
Yeah, thanks! You could say Nelsha's kinda like those Rangers of Power!
Making a direct reference to the Power Rangers.
Do you really love Nelsha?
So we have, yes, look deep into my eyes, or, yeah, sure. We're definitely gonna go with A.
Hey, why are you looking away? What's your personality type, mice?
Alright, so we have yes, or my lusty personality type can't be described by any one type. I'm gonna go with A because B is just kind of ridiculous.
Unfair!
It's better than the alternative.
Mice, what kind of girls do you like?
Alright, so we have I'd like to be with a kind person, or you're my dream come true. B is definitely corny, whereas A, so I guess saying something like, you know, like, if the person's kind, saying like, I like kind people, things like that, can be good, but it could also be, kind of like, well, you know, like, the person might not see themselves as that, so if they don't see themselves as that, then, the point could get lost at that point. I don't know, because we're at intimacy level 9, so I'm thinking that B might actually be the better response here. Just because I don't know if she'd like really recognize that she's the person I'm talking about when I say I'd like to be with a kind person. So I'm gonna go with B.
Good! You're being honest, right?
So we have yes or just kidding. Definitely gonna go with yes.
Thanks! Nelsha's so happy! Thanks. Nelsha had a wonderful time with you. Nelsha hopes she'll see you soon. Mwah.
Alright, so hopefully one last date should take us to level 10 with Nelsha. So we just did the restaurant date, so we can go back and do another clock tower date.
Do you want to hold Nelsha's hand?
Alright, so we have, what are you saying all of a sudden? Or, I haven't washed my hands, though? I mean, both of these are terrible. I haven't washed my hands. It's like, yeah, I have dirty hands, so I don't want to hold your hand. A is like, you know, trying to read more into the situation than it actually is being implied. And it's like being like overly pure. I don't know, maybe B is less bad? Because A could just be like misconstrued as you're thinking of something like perverted or naughty, whereas B is like, you know, being considerate, I guess. I'd go with B.
You are so insensitive!
Yeah.
Nelsha gotta go home now.
Yep, one bad response.
Nelsha's sorry. She got...
I mean, that's just kind of one of those where it's just like, I don't really like either response. So I just wasted 100 MP for nothing. Alright, I guess back to the restaurant. I mean, at least she made like some kind of comment or remark about being hungry while we were at the restaurant.
Will you still love Nelsha, even if she's a damashi?
Alright, so we have, it doesn't matter who you are, or then I have to defeat you. Definitely gonna go with A here.
Then why are you stuttering? Why do men like to have lots of girls?
We have, it's best if it's just you and me, but it's every man's dream. Definitely gonna go with A.
You're so nice, but Nelsha don't think you can do anything about it. Nelsha gotta go home now.
And just another immediate end. Great.
Nelsha's sorry, she gotta go now.
Great. So now this is going to be 300 points for one level up. Alright, back to the clock tower, I guess.
Are you hiding something from Nelsha?
Definitely gonna go with A.
Uh-huh. Your eyes are shifting back and forth. Sometimes people make fun of me because of my glasses. Do you like me with my glasses on?
Alright, so we have, I think you look good, or they make you look like a geek. Definitely going with A.
Thank you. Nelsha's eyesight isn't bad, but she's shy without her glasses.
Okay, so that makes it a little bit worse. Because, I mean, if you're just wearing them for, like, the style aesthetic, I mean, like, it's one thing, like, if you need glasses and you wear them because you need them. It's another thing to just be like, well, I just like the style of them. Because then it's like, well, you don't really need them. So, whatever.
What do you like about your looks?
My hairy legs, I don't think it's a good response, so we're gonna go with, I guess my eyebrows just like my father.
I see. You resemble your dad? Do you really love Nelsha?
So we have, yes, I love you, or I love all girls. We're gonna go with A.
Thanks! Nelsha's so happy! What are we going to do?
Alright, so we have, is there anywhere you would like to go today, or I'm hungry, let's go eat. Well, she kind of likes going for food, so I'm gonna go with B, because again, it's like taking the initiative, and it's saying, hey, let's go and do something like this. Whereas B is like, or as A is like, I don't really think of anything, so, do you want to do anything? I'm gonna go with B.
You always think about food, don't you? What are you looking at?
Alright, so we have, I see myself in your eyes, or you've got some rice on your face. Definitely gonna go with A.
Mice, you're so romantic. Mice, tell me about your childhood.
So we have, why don't we wait until we know each other better, or I don't remember anything. Both of these I think are likely to get me the unfair response, where she just says it's unfair. I was like, I don't remember anything. Kind of just sounds like I don't remember anything about my childhood. It just kind of sounds like a straight up lie, even though it's, for the game standards, it's kind of the truth. Like, we don't know how Mice was when he was younger. Besides, like, the dates that we've had with Mill, where she talks about how Mice goes around and hits on all the girls, even as a child. But why don't we wait until we know each other better? Can also be kind of a dangerous response, because that's definitely gonna give me, like, the unfair response from her. I guess go with honesty.
Are you sure you don't remember?
So we have, yeah, I'm sorry, but B is, well, I do remember but. So B is just like, yeah, I straight up just lied to you right now. I'm gonna go with A.
Nelsha knew you'd say that. Do you like watching romantic movies?
Alright, so let's have a relationship like they do in the movies, or I dream of romance like that. I'm gonna go with B, because I think it's better to just say that you dream of something like that versus A, where it's like, let's have one like that. Because typically in movies, relationships kind of go up and down a lot. They kind of have like a lot of conflict, a lot of misunderstandings, just to kind of help move the story along. So I'm gonna go with B.
You think so? It looks tiring to me. Nelsha feels sad.
Alright, so we have what's wrong? Is there anything I can do? Or I'm hungry, but I'm broke. I'm gonna go with A.
You're so nice, but Nelsha don't think you can do anything about it. It was really fun. Let's go out again. Mwah.
Alright, so with that, we are up to level 10. Alright. We can check and see if Nelsha has any super special spells for level 10. Sacrifice. Okay, I guess I'll take sacrifice for mice. Although I'm not really sure what it's gonna do. I don't know if it's like revive everyone else at the sacrifice of the character's HP and they can't be revived, kind of thing. And then I'm also gonna check here if nope, no one else gets a special attack. But I mean, I might as well give Nelsha her own big ability, I guess. Alright, so with that, 2 of the main characters down, 2 more to go. And now that we've done some fights and some dates, let's go and check back on the weapons that we've got being polished. Just kind of see like where we're at on those. Hopefully they'll be done so I can drop the last 3 off. Let's go ahead. Warp. Ocean Cave. Just gonna run straight to the end of this. Basic Airman. Hopefully these are ready so I can just kind of spend next episode just kind of like running around and setting up the other rusty items. Yeah, because a whole 10 MP is not really going to do much. So these fights really aren't worth the time that I spend actually doing them. And of course another dom sheet. This one shouldn't take... Okay, maybe it'll take more than one attack. Alright, still got a decent amount of MP for that. Even though this is a low-level area. Definitely gotta say, I do wish that the game did have some kind of like teleport mechanic that takes me directly to the shrine or the sacred altar, just because I've already been there. So just giving me a fast travel option to get back to the end. It's like more modern day RPGs kind of have something like that, where it's like the end of the dungeon is like right above the entrance of the dungeon. So and then he just runs away free. So I get nothing out of that. But like the end of the dungeon and the beginning of the dungeons are like right on top of each other or right below each other. So like you can kind of get to the end, and then like a secret hidden passage takes you directly to the end of the dungeon or directly to the beginning of the dungeon, which I think is much better. Just because that allows you to kind of have an opportunity. So like if there's something at the end of the dungeon that you want to get back to, you can just quickly get back to just the end of the dungeon from the beginning without having to re-traverse the entire dungeon. So games like Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout, things like that, a lot of those games, or even Dragon Quest Monsters, all have like some kind of like mechanic where you can get back to the beginning of the area without having to re-traverse the entire dungeon. But I guess that was more of like a consideration that was kind of placed into the games later, rather than... That's just because we see a lot more of that now than we did before. Alright, might actually be able to cast a Heal Plus here. We got 2 enemies to fight. Go ahead and drop the heal first. So one thing I do kind of wonder, so different characters gave me access to like magical, which increases like your date. Another character gave me like something that increases your EXP. We're gonna get something from like Kylene that's gonna increase the amount of money that you get per fight. So I mean, like thematically, I think it would actually kind of work for her. Go ahead and go plus on Nelsha. Level ups, which is not great because it's the 2 characters I just upgraded the weapons for, so that means that now it's going to be more expensive to upgrade their weapons again. Alright, so let's check check and see where we're at on our axe here. Okay, like, looks like it's still not really ready. Alright, so nothing I can do about that. Let's quickly kind of throw it on a save. Because we got Nelsha up to level 10. Checked on our current status of the weapons. And that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose, and I look forward to seeing everyone in the next episode.